Hey everybody, welcome back to RC with Adam. My name is Adam. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps that I took to make my very own much improved power cable for the DJI FPV goggles. Also, thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. They're really helpful in keeping this channel going, so I appreciate that. Check them out, link down in the description in case you need some custom printed circuit boards. You can get all kinds of components. They can even assemble them for you and ship them right to your door. And if you need some rapid prototyping services, they've got you covered. You can do 3D printing, injection molding, sheet metal bending, or CNC machining. So if you're a maker like me, definitely go check out PCBWay, link down in the description. Let's go!
Alrighty, we've got the DJI FPV goggles here, and what we're going to do is we are going to modify the power cable. This is a USB-C port, and that is going to a barrel connector type jack plug thingy, and that is powering the goggles from the battery pack. Here is the standard battery pack for the DJI goggles, and it has a USB-C connector. I want to add a connector so that I can use these XT60 connectors on standard flight packs, and I want to be able to strap this thing to my head, either of these, so I don't have this stupid dangly cable dangling all over the place, which I just can't stand. Now, sometimes that might be handy, or if I'm using a really big battery, so I'll make another cable, but for now, I'm going to modify the stock cable. Another thing to note is I have the Pyro Drone headband with a little battery compartment. What are they thinking putting the battery on the side of your head? I don't know. I mean, that kind of makes sense, maybe, but it's right where my ear is, and it's super annoying. All right, so let's first just cut this thing and see what's inside this cable. For reference, just take the headband strap and like stretch it all the way out to whatever your, however big your head is. And I'm going to do about this length because I'm going to add some length anyway when I connect the other connectors. So we'll do this one, and we're just going to take these guys and snip. At this point, I can disconnect the power cable from the goggles. This will make it easier to work with. By the way, I always loop this through the little headband, the attachment point, and that way, if it gets pulled on, it won't pull out of the goggles. Very, very important. So we can pull that out of there, set these goggles aside. Let's see if we can strip some of this off here and see what that looks like. Ah, interesting. Okay, so it looks like the outer wire is the shield, and well, it's the shield and the ground, and then we have the positive inner wire. Going to strip the positive. That's very small. Okay, so now we have the positive in the red and the negative just bare wire. All right, so now is a good time to check the polarity of this barrel connector, because they can be different polarities, like the outside is positive or the outside is negative. So you always want to check and make sure, like if you were going to swap out the barrel connector. So in this case, we have our multimeter set to continuity mode, so when I touch the same wire, it will beep. So in this case, the outer barrel is negative, and the positive is going to be the inside of the barrel. So positive inside, negative outside. In this case, it doesn't matter since we're using the original barrel connector and the wires are differentiated, but that might come in handy in the future, like if we're going to make another connector and we aren't sure of which polarity, which wires go where and all that stuff. So in this case, we want the outside to be negative, the inside to be positive. Now I'm going to cut down the USB-C side. Let's cut it like right about there. So we have about 1.5 inches. So now I'll do the same thing with this cable. I'm going to strip the outer sheath. So I'm using a TS100 soldering iron, and I'm going to tin the wires on both ends of our cables here. Now we're going to get our XT60 connector, and we're going to want to use the side with the pins because the other side will be our battery connector. I'm going to put an empty connector in here though, so that we will maintain the shape of this connector just in case it gets hot. We don't want it to like lose shape with the plastic. I'm going to tin the connections on this one as well. Now I'm going to get some heat shrink tubing. So apparently I didn't get it on video, but I just soldered the barrel connector ends to the XT60. We got the positive on the flat side, the negative on kind of the pointy side of the XT60, and it looks just like that. Crap, I forgot about the heat shrink. Oh my gosh, I hate it when that happens. Note that you don't want to forget your heat shrink tubing. Put that on before you put on the connector. Now I'm going to add the USB-C side of the connector, and we'll just set up positive to positive, negative to negative. For insulation and just as a quick, cheap, dirty, expedient method, I'm going to add some hot glue to these connectors, and that will also give it some structural integrity, kind of hold everything together. We'll just kind of try. Right at this connector to help hold all this in place. Now, keep in mind that when we have these batteries plugged in, it will be powering the connector on the other battery. So don't plug in both batteries at the same time, because I'm pretty sure something bad is going to happen if you plug in a 4-cell battery, which is like 15 volts, into the 9-volt battery, which is like 9 volts, because it's, I just said 9-volt battery. Yeah. Okay, let's get our multimeter and just check the voltage and the polarity. And we are showing positive 16.75 volts, which is what we want. Just going to get a strip of gaff tape. Now you'll notice I can't fit this through the goggle strap attachment point anymore, but that's okay. I could either run it through the goggle little strap where it goes through right here, the actual webbing part, the goggle webbing, or the strap webbing I should say. So I could run it through like that, which that might be a good option, but what I want to do, since just for the extra security, plug this into the goggles. I'm just going to zip tie it right here. Then we'll get our flush side cutters, cut that down right there. And there you go. And wouldn't you know it, it actually works better to just use a couple rubber bands to hold the battery on the back. It's just kind of a really simple solution for now. Maybe I'll come up with something fancier. I'm really happy with how I have this upgraded DJI goggle set up here. I've got the battery in the back. I've got the shortened power lead, and it's XT60 capable as well. And I have my custom foam here, which feels like really great and just works awesome, better than anything that I've found so far that I could buy. And we got the new AXI HD2 antennas in here, which makes for a nice low profile and I guess better range as well. So super sweet.
We get bars in our goggles that show